Today starts the first preseason game as of when this video is released, and today I'm going to do my official 2024-2025 NFL predictions. If you guys enjoy this video and want content like this, hit that like button and subscribe. Next week will be my first power rankings video. We're going to start off with the AFC North. Bottoming the division, I got the Steelers going 9-8. This division is easily the best division in the league. The Steelers have a lot of talent. They always go 9-8, so until they don't go 9-8, I'm not going to choose otherwise. But I don't think they're going to get past 9-8 because I don't think they're a good enough team yet. Justin Fields might even be the starter, but Russell Wilson's the starter on the depth chart, so we'll see. Number 3, we got the Cleveland Browns going 9-8. They're a good team. Their defense is really good. Their offense is good. Them and the Steelers are in the race right now to get Brandon Ayuk. He might have already been taken by the time this episode's out. He might stay on the 49ers, in my opinion. I will make a video the moment he gets added to one of those teams. But the Browns have a quarterback issue. Just like the Steelers, the Browns have a quarterback issue. The Steelers easily have a better quarterback room, though, so they could go higher than the Browns, but their Browns defense is just too good to count them out on any game. Plus, they got Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, David Njoku, Nick Chubb. Besides the quarterback issue, if Deshaun Watson can actually, play the game for once instead of touching girls, maybe the Browns could be a really good team. Allegedly. Number 2, we got the Baltimore Ravens going 11-6. I'm more of a hater on the Ravens. Like, I don't hate the Ravens, but I don't think they're going to be as good as people are saying that they are. I don't think they are going to be as good as they were last year, at least. And they're definitely not winning the division with the Bengals in the division. But they're still an 11-6 team. They got Nate Wiggins to improve their defense after losing Geno Stone and Patrick Queen to division rivals. So, yeah. But they only got one good receiver to receive the ball, with Zay Flowers, who kind of drops the ball a lot, seems like, or he fumbles on the end. And then also they got Mark Andrews, their tight end, who's a top 10 tight end, top 5 tight end even. But besides that, they got Rashad Bateman, who might be good this year, maybe, we'll see. And then number 1, we obviously got the Cincinnati Bengals, but I got them also going 11-6 because their defense is still not that good. Besides Geno Stone and Trey Hendrickson, maybe they got a couple other players that I can't think of right now that are okay. But, I don't know. I just don't trust the Bengals defense. But I trust it enough, because their offense is good enough to win every single game, to outscore every team. It could be a shootout every single game. But, yeah. Now, with the AFC South, number 4, we got the Tennessee Titans going 7-10. I could see them going 8-9. Beating the Jaguars one time, but I believe in this whole division. This whole division's good. The Titans could easily go 9-8 too, since how good their offense and defense is compared to last year at least, and they went 6-11 I believe last year. Will Levis is gonna have a good year this year, hopefully. Number 3, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars. I got them going 10-7. I'm kind of overrating them a little bit. They could easily go 9-8 or less. I used to have them going like 7-10 before, but I got them going 10-7 as my official ranking. They could go 9-8. They could go 8-9. Number 2, we got the Indianapolis Colts also going 10-7. I don't think they're good enough to win the division because this is going to be Anthony Richardson's first full year. They got the talent. They got Michael Pittman Jr., Josh Downs, and they got A.D. Mitchell. But it's not a good enough team to easily win the division. Because we got H-Town winning the division, going 11-6. My boys, the team I'm rooting for the Super Bowl this year. Spoiler alert. But yeah, I got them going 11-6. They could easily win a lot more games, but I think their defense is still young and not up there yet. This year they could be a top 3 offense, top 3 defense, but I don't know. We'll see. But, they're going to win a lot of games, and they're going to score a lot of points a game. So, my boy Diggs, as you know, I'm a Vikings fan, based on my jerseys right over here. My Kirk Cousins and Jefferson jerseys, but I have more in the closet right in front of me. With the East, we got number 4, the Patriots, obviously. You know, they're not a good team. They could be somewhat okay. Drake May looks good. They could be a good team, but I got them going 3-14. It's not going to be a very good year this year, but hey, next year they could do something. You know, they had Kendrick Bourne, and they're going to keep him because, you know, because they dropped out of the 3. We got the Miami Dolphins going 10-7. I think they're a good enough team to go 10-7, but I don't have them winning the division. There's other teams in the division that are going to win the division, as you can tell. But they're all going to have the same record, all 3 of them, so it could easily be different. But number 2, we got the New York Jets going 10-7, and then the Bills going 10-7, winning the division. I just think the Bills are going to win the division again. They have Josh Allen, and that's all they need. They have Keon Coleman, who can catch balls. Pause. No, but they're not a worse team. Okay, they're not a bad team. They're a good team. And if the whole division wins 10-7, then the Bills are going to win the division. And finally, for the West, number 4, we got the Denver Broncos, who are easily the worst team in the league. They don't really have anyone besides Pat Surtain, and then obviously they're starting Jarrett Stidham, which is not a good idea on their part. Number 3, we got the Los Angeles Chargers. They could win a little bit more games than this, but I got them going 6-11. You know, they got Justin Herbert. They got their rookie, Lad McConkey. But besides that, they don't really have any receivers. Number 2, we got the Las Vegas Raiders winning an extra game compared to the Chargers, going 7-10. Their quarterback situation is a little rough, but they got a good head coach. They improved their defense that was already good last year with Mad Max, but now they're improving it by adding Christian Wilkins. You know, they still got Devontae Adams. We'll see how long he stays on the team, but we got Devontae Adams, and this team's still a good team. And they even got the rookie Brock Bowers and Michael Mayer. And obviously winning the division, we got the Kansas City Chiefs going 13-4. I think it's very possible. You know, they're not the 2022 roster, but, you know, they're pretty much the same, except improved, if anything. But, yeah. Travis Kelce had a down year last year, and maybe he'll have a down year again. But maybe he'll pop right back up, and we'll see. Now with the NFC, we got the North. Number 4, we got the Chicago Bears. Okay, now look, this is not biased. This entire division ranking is not going to be biased. You'll see my Green Bay Packers ranking, okay? I promise you this is not biased. I don't think Caleb Williams is going to be ready yet. They could win more games than last year and go 9-8. And they could. And I'll eat my words. I'll apologize if they do go 9-8. I just think they're going to go 6-11 because their defense is not that good yet. They got 2 players on defense that are, you know, capable. Besides that, I don't think they have anyone that's competent. Number 3, we got my boys, Minnesota Vikings, going 7-10, and honestly, that's all I care about. I don't care if we go, you know, as long as we go 7-10, I don't care. If we make the playoffs, that's even a bonus. If we get a first round pick, that's a bonus. If we're the worst team in the league, I'm happy. If we go 7-10, I'm happy. If we go less than that, then I'm not happy. Number 2, we got the Green Bay Packers going 11-6. I could see them losing a game to the Bears, going 10-7, while they go 7-10. We'll say 11-6, fighting for the division with the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions defense, though, I just don't trust for them to go 11-6. Now look, I love the Lions. First off, their fans are starting to become like the Packers a little bit. You know, they're just happy that, you know, they're finally a good team, which is valid. But the Lions, you know, Nick Mullins scored 20 points 2 games in a row on the Lions. And the Bears beat the Lions. The Packers beat the Lions. The Bears almost beat the Lions another time. Like, that defense is in trouble. And, yes, they improved it. But by how much? I mean, they just lost C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Right? And he went to Philadelphia. So that's one key player that they just lost. Yes, they drafted Terry and Arnold, but that defense is going to be in a bit of trouble. But yeah, I think the Lions will win the division for the second year in a row. Now with the South, number 4, we got the Carolina Panthers. I still don't see him being good. Deontay Johnson seems like he's struggling right now. You know, they might lose Adam Thielen to the Vikings. There's rumors. If they don't, then, you know, they got 34-year-old Adam Thielen. They got Deontay Johnson, who's apparently struggling in camp. You know, yes, they got Xavier Legette, but right now he's a 4th-string receiver. And they also got Jonathan Brooks, who's a good running back. So we'll see how he does, but I don't see him winning that much more than last year. And they did lose Brian Burns, so that's going to be a big hit. They still got J.C. Horn. Their defense is going to be okay. It's not going to be really good, but it's going to be okay. Number 3, we got the New Orleans Saints going 6-11. You know, I think Derek Carr is a good quarterback. I think people are just bullying him for no reason. And if he doesn't start, then it's going to be a different quarterback, like Spencer Rattler. I do think Derek Carr, he's not their guy, but he's the guy that they're going to be starting. Yes, they got Chase Young, but, you know, he hasn't proven anything at all last year, or at all this entire season since his rookie year. Number 2, it's a toss-up between the Buccaneers and the Falcons, but I'm choosing Falcons going 9-8. You know, Kirk Cousins, I love the guy. He's on my wall for a reason, but, you know, he just tore his Achilles, like, mid-season last year, and then you expect him to play at a really high level? No. I think Bijan's going to carry. Drake London, you know, Darnell Mooney, Kyle Pitts. You know, they got a good team, a good offense. Their defense fell off a little bit. So I just don't see them winning more than 9 games. I used to be, like, high on them and going 12-5, but, like, I've been thinking a little bit more, and I don't see them winning more than 9 games. I do see them going positive, though, over 500. Maybe even making the playoffs. But I got the Buccaneers going higher, going 9-8 as well. Baker Mayfield's going to have a good second year. Obviously, they got Mike Evans. Chris Godwin's going to have his final year of his contract year. He might not stay on the team. I don't know. We'll see. They just paid Tristan Wirfs, who's a really good left tackle. Their defense is good with Winfield and, you know, all their other players that I can't think of. They got a good team. They do. I could see them winning 9-8 and making the playoffs. Now with the East, I'm just going to keep doing the flip-flop thing. So I got the Commanders going 4-13. This year's more of a Jaden Daniels type of year, just to see what he can do. It's not more of a win every single game because they're not ready to win games. You know, besides Terry McLaurin, they got Jahan Dotson, who's okay. Number 3, we got the New York Giants going 5-12. I think their defense and Malik Neighbors are going to carry that team to a couple of wins here and there. Daniel Jones might be able to do something. You know, his starting position is on the line. His career is on the line, and he needs to wake up and actually play at a high level like he did in the 9-8 season. I think even if he has 4,000 yards, no matter what, he might stay on the team. I think Brian Daboll likes him a lot, but I think if he's trash this year, they're not going to keep him. And I personally prefer Drew Lock to start, but I'm not a Giants fan, so, you know, Giants fans, let me know. Number 2, we got Dallas. It could be flip-flop to me. People are really underrating Dallas. They're all saying, oh, they're going to go 9-8. They went 12-5. 3 years in a row. Yes, they lost Tony Pollard and some key players on their defense. They still got CeeDee Lamb, who still got Micah Parsons. We still got Dak Prescott. Like, their team is still good. You know, next year, their team might be in shambles because Dak Prescott or CeeDee Lamb might leave, or Micah. I think Micah's going to stay, but... And then number 1, we got Philadelphia Eagles. Same record, 13-4. I think they're still a good team. They got Quinion Mitchell. They got Cooper DeJean in the draft. You know, A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. They're both really good players. Jalen Hurts is going to have an improvement year. He's going to come back again. So we'll see. And then finally for the West, number 4, I got the Cardinals. I'm going to be less biased on them. 6 and 11. They're a really good team, but they just lost one of their key players on defense through injury out of the season. He's out for the season. And, their defense is not that good without that guy. So, their defense is going to struggle. Yes, they got Kyler Murray throwing dots to Marvin Harrison Jr. all season. But that's just one guy. Michael Wilson, he could have a good, an improvement year, a breakout year. We'll see, but Zay Jones does look good. So maybe he'll be the second target to Kyler Murray. Number 3, we got the Seattle Seahawks going 8 and 9. I think even if Geno Smith sucks and gets benched for Sam Howell, they're still going to be a good team. I think Geno Smith is going to start over Sam Howell the entire season. I prefer Sam Howell to start over Geno Smith because I like Sam Howell. I think he deserves an actual chance. Last year was more of a dud because the team sucked. But, yeah, their defense is good. They still got DK Metcalf and Kenneth Walker, Tyler Lockett. And they got JSN on his second year. But, yeah, number 2, we got the Rams going 10 and 7. Yes, Donald is gone. But their defense is still going to be good. Yes, it's going to take a hit, but it's going to be good. Their offense is really good. Stafford's a top 5 NFC quarterback. Puka Nacua was easily the best receiver in the draft last year. Kyron Williams and Blake Corum are going to be really good together. But I don't see him winning the division. The 49ers, they may lose Brandon Ayuk, but I think their offense is still going to be good enough to win a lot of games. Brock Purdy is going to have a phenomenal year. They still got George Kittle, Christian McCaffrey, Deebo Samuel. They got the rookie, Ricky Pearsall. That's how I'm saying. That could be wrong, but the 49ers is still a really good team. Their offense is really good. Their defense is really good. I don't see how they don't win 13 games and make it past in the postseason. This is it for this video. If you guys enjoyed, I'll see you all next week. You can let me know in the comment section your thoughts, and I'll see you all later. Peace.